What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of not having anything to do. I'm afraid of stillness. Because if I become still, I become restless. And when I'm restless, all my fears and pain rise to the surface. All my emotional wounds come up to be felt. These wounds include deep sadness, loneliness, separateness, meaninglessness, the fear that no one cares about me, that I'm being ignored and abandoned. And then guilt steps in to stop me from feeling all of it. It tells me all the reasons why I should stay restless, why I must stay busy, keep producing, keep moving, all to avoid the pain. The fear of the pain itself consumes me. The pain of my wounds, the pain of being worthless, of being nothing, of being insignificant, the pain of being abandoned. And yet, no matter how much energy I pour into productivity to cover my restlessness, I never succeed. I'm never good enough. It's as if in my relentless striving, I'm trying to outrun my own worthlessness, trying to shield myself from the pain of abandonment. But nothing I do is ever enough. Nothing fills the void within me, the part that longs to be connected, seen, and acknowledged. So I work hard, I exhaust myself, but it never fixes that deep, unsettling feeling of not being safe, of being all alone. My mind keeps me busy, spinning stories, giving me reasons to avoid my pain, convincing me that if I just keep striving, I'll find my worth. But it never comes. I fear that if I stop, if I become still, my whole life will unravel, that I won't be able to hide anymore, that the truth will be exposed, that I'm worthless, that I am worth abandoning. So I don't tell anybody. I'm afraid to tell anybody that I need anything, because if I do, I might end up alone. So I don't tell anybody. I'm afraid to tell anybody that I need anything. And I am deeply afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of simply being. I am afraid. All of this fear of becoming still, of doing nothing, of not producing or achieving, keeps me stuck. It prevents me from accessing my deeper wounds and my inner child, the part of me that needs my attention in order to heal. If I constantly stay busy, keep striving, and remain trapped in productivity, following my compulsions of restlessness and guilt, then I will never heal. I will never be able to fully accept, acknowledge, or validate my pain. And without doing that, I cannot offer myself something better. Love. Practically, this means I must recognize that every time I feel an automatic compulsion to be busy, to produce, or to achieve, it's a warning sign. It is fear controlling me, keeping me from stillness, keeping me from accessing the deepest parts of myself that need to be seen, heard, and loved in order to heal. Moving forward, I declare that my self-awareness will guide me. It will show me exactly when I am not operating from my heart, but instead from my mind caught in a cycle of avoidance, allowing fear to take control. I will become keenly aware of the signs and symptoms of slipping into old conditioning. The compulsion to be busy. Some of these signs include anxiety, restlessness, attention deficit, hyperactivity, hypervigilance, pressure, feelings of worthlessness, fear of authority, fear of punishment, comparison to others, and self-judgment. By recognizing these patterns, I take the first step toward healing. It is time for me to fall back in love with being alive, with having a life and truly living. I've had glimpses of this delight, this deep connection with all of life. I need to become very clear on what brings me untethered joy, that pure, unattached, agenda-free curiosity that pulls me into the present moment. The delight of simply being, for no other reason, with no agenda. It's important that I cultivate, nurture, and nourish these areas of my life where I can step out of my conditioning and return to operating from my heart instead of my head. I know that genuine connection and delight comes in the moments when I am in nature, on long walks, simply admiring, witnessing, observing the beauty around me. The trees, the birds, the rivers, the lakes, the ocean. Mother Nature in her natural state. There is a quiet magic in just being. Sitting, standing, walking, feeling the textures, breathing in the scents, and soaking in the sights and sounds. I forget this magic when I'm surrounded by walls, artificial light, and digital screens. But outside is where my heart comes alive, and I need to remember that. It's not just nature that awakens me. It's those precious moments of connection with others, those fleeting but real exchanges of energy between me and another sacred soul, the moments where we remember our humanness. It could be in vulnerability, sharing an honest part of myself. It could be in laughter, joking together, finding joy in a shared perspective. It could be in deep conversation, spontaneous, unscripted, flowing. These are the moments when my heart comes alive. And then there are the moments when I care, when I nurture, when I give, when I offer my love, my assistance, my resources, when I am gentle with an animal who trusts me for its basic needs, when I spend time with a purring cat as it nuzzles against me, openly sharing its love and energy. These too bring me profound joy and connection. There is joy in the simplest acts, like drinking a cold glass of water on a hot day, taking my time to nourish my body after a long walk, recognizing that this body I inhabit needs to be loved and cared for, just as I love and care for others. Slow living, gentleness, moving with care in each moment. This too brings me delight. And then there are the moments of getting lost in a book, not to be more productive, not to achieve, but simply to receive, to immerse myself in knowledge, stories, myths, and ancient wisdom, to be changed by metaphor, beauty, and poetry. And of course, music. Music touches my soul. It moves me, frees me, releases energy from my body. Whether I'm playing my guitar with amateur fingers, singing and making up songs with others, or listening to the powerful rhythms of world music, music reminds me of what it means to be human. It is raw, real, and uncomplicated. There are so many ways I can return to the joy of life. So I declare this as my intention, that my self-awareness grows stronger, that it works with me, guiding me creatively back to all the things that make my heart open, my soul sing, my spirit delight, that I deepen my sense of connection, awareness, and love for myself, for my body, for this planet, for humanity, for the animals, for life itself. I am grateful. And this is how I return to the joy that is my birthright. There is no room for fear when you realize that fear itself is nothing to be afraid of. We always have a choice. With each breath, In each moment, we can choose life. We can choose love.